Turning now to the border crisis, I'll take you to Big Bend, Texas. Border correspondent Jason Jones joining us live in the air, hovering more than 6,000 feet above the border there. We see him. Jason, you're still embedded with the Texas Department of Public Safety. You're in the air. Tell me what you see.
Yeah, it's good to be with you guys today. So we're embedded with the Texas Department of Public Safety Aircraft Division, and we're about 15 miles from Sanderson, Texas, and from the U.S.-Mexico border, probably about 5. There's a group of 23 individuals that crossed illegally early this morning about 4 a.m., and so we're helping the men and women of U.S. Customs and Border Protection who are on the ground trying to locate this group right now. Pilots that we're with today is Assistant Chief Stacy Holland and Lieutenant Jesse Chambers, who's here also working the forward-looking infrared, looking for folks on the ground. This is basically how it works. They use some of the most advanced aircraft technology along the southwest border, but also working on the ground with a tracker who's reading sign, trying to locate these individuals.
So when you find individuals or groups of illegals that are, or groups of people that are trying to cross our borders illegally, and you see them from the air, what's the next step for the aircraft, for the folks in the aircraft?
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as they pick them up, they'll land, drop a group of guys off, and then from there start moving in closer. One of the things that these aircraft do is they will put these individuals down and they'll stop their movement. And so that way it allows ground forces to safely move in and effect the arrest. One of the things that this aircraft really provides is a force multiplier, because once the folks on the ground know that the aircraft is in the air, they can't outrun it or get away from it, and they usually give up without any sort of issue. But I will tell you one thing that I've been talking to these agents about down here is that they've seen where more and more are starting to fight them on the ground because they're usually outnumbered. You know, you're talking probably between 3 to 5 agents on the ground with 23 to 30 people once we locate them. That's
what I was going to ask you. You must be, I'm just looking from your vantage point, you must be outnumbered at some points when you get down there on the ground. Do you call in ground support? Do you call in backup? How does that work?
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, there is no backup. By the time they get here, it'll be about an hour and a half to 2 hours away. I mean, these are very, very remote areas, and that's the reason for this aircraft. It is such a force multiplier to the safety of the men and women on the ground, and, you know, really a lifeline to them as well. And you've got pilots here who are some of the best in the business. They know this very, very well, and we've been with them since Sunday, knocking everything down from several hundred pounds of marijuana, methamphetamine, even arresting people on the side of a mountain at 3,300 feet, something I've never seen in my career. So really humbling to be here with them and see them in action and how they operate.
Yeah, what a vantage point live from the skies there on the border. Jason Jones, we appreciate that report and the good work that they're doing there in that chopper with you. Be well. Thanks for the update.